Hi guys, welcome back to Villa Molino Cookery Club. Thank you. Today we're going to do a fabulous recipe. This recipe comes from Portugal and it's especially going out to my good friend, Paulo estás fodido. Anyway, fantastic recipe from Portugal using this amazing piece of cod. This is cod, and you might wonder why it looks so funny, because this is salt cod or bacalao. Bacalao is a curing process of curing and preserving fresh fish. Now years ago, many years ago, back in Portugal, when nobody had a fridge, they had to keep the fish, they had to preserve the fish. Isn't that right, Paul? Yes, they had to preserve the fish and they didn't know what to do. So they came up with this brilliant idea of preserving the fish in a salt. So they used to cover the fish, the cod, in the salt, let it dry, hang it. They used to hang it in the sun. They used to hang it in the sun like that, let it dry, and it would preserve it. And this became such a popular fish. They even used to use it as currency because it was so popular. You know, these Portuguese, you know how they are. They used to use it as currency. This is bacalhau, salt cod. So I'm going to do this recipe in two parts. And what we're going to make with this salt cod is pasteis de bacalhau, which is salt cod croquettes. So one of my favorite recipes. I hope I'm going to do it good. Let me know. So it's going to be in two parts. First of all, I'm going to cut about maybe 1 kilo of bacalhau, and we need to soak it in cold water overnight. Then we need to just have a little taste of the fillet, the fish, see if it's too salty, not so. If it's too salty, change the water, put fresh water, and leave another 10 hours. So you need to like test it every 10 hours. Should be maybe after about, you do 10 hours in a cold water. I recommend change the water after 10 hours and then do another 10 hours. You should be all right. So I'm going to cut about 1 kilo of this. I'm going to soak it. I'm going to come back to you tomorrow and I'm going to do pasteis de bacalhau. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Okay, what have we got? We're coming back to the bacalhau croquettes. Right, what have we done? Coming away from yesterday, we soaked the salt cod, the bacalhau. We soaked the salt cod in water. Now, let me give you a good tip. Bacalhau, soak it in water 20 hours. 20 hours in still water, not running water. And then after 10 hours, you change the water, you put fresh water. Okay, so this has been 20 hours soaking bacalhau in water. It's very tender. The soaking process increases the weight of the bacalhau by 20%, more or less 20%. So when you do your recipe, you have to calculate all these things in. How much water is that going to absorb? Also, when you do the recipe, how much of the bone and the skin are you going to take off? So the recipe I'm going to give you is the pure soaked salt cod meat. After I soak it, after I take the skin off, the pure meat, that's what you need to start with. So if you need 500 grams of salt cod meat, you need to do about 900 grams of salt cod dry. Okay, so what we do, we take the soaked salt cod and we put it in a pot of fresh water. Fresh water, ladies and gentlemen. Don't put salt. Don't put salt. It's got salt. It's got too much salt. Okay, so here we go. The salt cod goes in the fresh water and we want to poach it. We want to poach that for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Bring it to the boil, poach it. Now, we've got sliced potatoes here. What have we got? Sliced potatoes. Are you watching? Sliced potatoes. I'll give you all the measurements later. Just watch and pay attention. So sliced potatoes. We take the water that the salt cod was soaking, which is salty, is fishy. We take the water the salty water that we cured, that we soaked the salt cod, we put it in the potatoes. We put it in the potatoes, bring that up to the boil. That's it. So what have we got? We keep the soaking water. The soaked salt cod is poaching in the clean water, and the potatoes are poaching in the salt water from the salt cod. I'm going to cut out because I'm going to poach this, and then I'm going to take the meat off the bone, and I'm going to drain the potatoes. So I'm going to come back in a minute. See you later. Okay, so we've done the preparation. We are making the pasteis de bacalao, salt cod croquettes. So we've got our lovely salt cod that's been soaked 20 hours, poached in the water, taken off the bone, skin removed and flaked. And there we have it, there we have it. I'll give you all the measurements and the ingredients later. Here we've got the bacalao. Here we got some mashed potato, which the potato was sliced and cooked in the water which we soaked the bacalao to get a nice flavor. So we've got some eggs, we've got some garlic, we've got some parsley, we've got some flour. So we're gonna make a nice quick, clear bechamel or roux. So we've got the olive oil, we've got some flour. We're gonna make a quick clear bechamel. So that's bechamel made with water and not milk. So we're just frying the oil, the flour in the oil, and then we're gonna add the water to make like a roux. Here we go, high heat. Then I'll show you what we do. So we're just frying that, it's coming, it's sizzle, sizzle. What are we hearing? What are we waiting for? Sizzle, sizzle. Right, so I'm done with the spoon. I'm gonna need the whisk. Okay, here we go. So we do just plain water. Sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle. It's coming together. It's coming together. It's coming together. Look at that. Look at that. Plain water. This is called the clear bechamel. Look. It's coming. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look, can you see? Fantastic. Clear bechamel coming together. Oh, look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look. Fantastic. Look at that. That's what you want. That's what you want. Okay, just a little bit more water. Just in case I need to make adjustments. We're done with the olive oil. Right. So now we whisk in the eggs one by one. Don't go too hot with the heat. Whisk in the eggs one by one. Yes, yes, catch it. Okay, yes, we caught it. Left hand, right hand, any hand you want. Whisk in the other egg. Yes, whole egg, ladies and gentlemen, whole egg. Woo-hoo! And the third one, turn it up. And the third one, yes. Okay, we've got a nice rich clear bechamel made with water, not made with milk. Clear bechamel. Look at that. Can you see? Look. Ta-da! How is that fantastic? Look. Right. Let it come to the boil. Okay, we're working. Pasteis do bacalao. Okay, we've done the eggs. Right, we don't need the whisk. Go back to the spoon. Yes, don't cook the eggs. Okay, right, now we put the potato. And we put the cod. Yes. Potato, cod, potato. Pay attention. Right, now we stir all that together, low heat, ladies and gentlemen. Stir that together, it's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. Get all the juice from the sides, get everywhere. Oh, look at that, look at that. It's coming, look at that, how sexy. Woo-wee. Okay. Oh, it's coming, it's coming. I'm gonna use the spatula so I can get it off the sides. Right, look at that. Pasteis do bacalao. Look at that, look at that. Woo-wee. Right, coming together, right now it's coming together. Low heat, ladies and gentlemen. We want two garlic, microplane garlic. It's the finest microplane so you don't see the bits of garlic. Okay, that goes away. Second, garlic number 2. Super fine microplane. Super fine. Okay, the last bit you don't need. Okay, done. Right, parsley. Parsley. Yes, I'll give you the measurements. It's coming together, look at that. Oh Paul, guarda, guarda. Here we, oh, I can smell it, I can smell it. Woo-wee. Here we go. Oh, look at that. That is the base for salt cod croquettes, pasteis de bacalao. Look at that, look at that. I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see? Fantastic. So we're going to leave that to cool. It's a lot, this is a lot. I might have to reduce the recipe. This is a lot. But you can make the croquettes, you can freeze them. Right. Here we go. That's done. That's done. So we're going to put that in a bowl. We're going to let it cool. It's got to cool. Very important. It's got to cool. Let me taste it. Mmm. Hallelujah. Fantastic. Hallelujah. I didn't put any salt because it's got salt already in the salt cod. Right, I'm going to put that in a bowl. That's got to cool down. Then we make the croquettes and we fry it in the oil. Back in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's recap. The salt cod croquettes, pasteis de bacalao. I'm just waiting for the oil to get to 185 degrees. 185, I'm checking in my thermometer. Right, what have we done? We've soaked the bacalao overnight. We've changed the water. We've poached it in the clean water. We've taken the meat off the bones. We've done the white bechamel. We've done the boiled potatoes. We put it all together and we put it in the fridge. Very important, put it in the fridge. So we've got this lovely base mix here, which is the potato, the garlic, the bacalao, parsley, no salt because no salt. Right, so we need 185 degrees. Now, the pasteis de bacalao, it's not like a French croquette. It's not a French croquette. You do not roll it, flour, egg, breadcrumbs. No, you put it straight in the oil to get that rustic effect. Right, so let me show you. It's a rustic dish. We want that rustic effect. That's coming up, that's coming up. Yes it is, 185. 180, yes it is. So we just take 2 spoons and we make little tiny walnut balls like that. It doesn't matter if they're out of shape. You see that? It doesn't matter if they're out of shape. Don't do this with your hands. No, no, no. Just make little balls like that. Not too big because you want the oil to penetrate. Little balls. One, I'll do 4. I'll do 4 little balls. 3. Make it rough because you want them to get a nice color and unusual shape. Right, so just double check the temperature. We should be 185 degrees. Pay attention. Right, we are there, we are there. Put it in the, you see, that's what you want, like a rough, not uniform. Put it in, put it in. Yes, 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 That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna check the oil. You don't want it to drop too much. Don't put too many because the temperature of the oil is gonna drop and they're gonna split. Okay, we're still at 180, which is good. You see, we dropped from 185 to 180. That's fine, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to get a nice color. We've got some lovely alioli I made, alioli, which is mayonnaise with garlic and parsley. Lovely. It's a quick alioli, not the proper one. It's a quick one. So we've got these lovely pasteis de bacalao. I made some earlier, I just had them for dinner. They're in there, fantastic. Right, the recipe is gonna come at the end of the video. All the measurements, all the weights, what to do. Just follow my instructions and you'll be good. I'm not gonna cut away because this is super fast. We're gonna get a nice color. We keep the temperature 185, between 180 and 185. I'm gonna check with my thermometer. That's why you gotta do a little bit at a time. You don't wanna put too much. The temperature of the oil is gonna drop. Same thing with the chips. Same thing. It's 180. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, where are the tasters? Fantastic, look at that. It's not ready, I know it's not ready. Just making some adjustments to the temperature. Always keep an eye on the temperature. You don't want it to go below 160. You want it to stay like 180, 175, 180. It's 180 now. And then you put them on the you put them on kitchen paper just to get rid of some of that oil from the frying, and then you present them with alioli and you eat them like that. Yummy. Okay, they're getting a nice color. Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearly there. Ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing? We are turning this off. What are we doing? Look at that. I'm gonna get all four. I'm gonna show you. Look at that. Pasteis de bacalao. Oh, Paul, pay attention, Paul. This is for you. Look at that. Fantastic. Did you see that? Right, I'm gonna do close up later. Don't put any salt. Don't forget the seasoning. The seasoning is in the salt cod at the beginning. So I do three, and a little bit of garlic mayonnaise. Fantastic. Alioli. I think I did an alioli video. What are we gonna do? Careful with the oil. Look at this. This is what you want. Look at that. Look. You see the filaments of the salt cod. Mamma mia. A little bit of garlic mayonnaise. This is, I never had this in any restaurant. This is better than in Portugal. It is, I'm telling you. This is better than Portugal. Yeah, and I've got, that is for me. Yes, that is for me. Here we go, I'm gonna do the close up. I'm gonna give you the recipe. Have a happy lockdown, and we'll see you in 2027. Ciao.